Hello, hello. Welcome back. I saw a very interesting video today that made me want to go on a bit of a side quest and take a break from building. And I think that's something that's important sometimes. Sometimes when you've been doing just building, you gotta do something a little different. And I have been just building for a while. I'm nowhere near done, but I think I need a little break. We're gonna pop on our redstone hat. We're gonna put away all our blue glass. Heck, I'm gonna leave this up here actually. Not gonna need light blue glass where I'm going. Put it there. I watched a video by Sit Back and Minecraft. He used a spear as well as a kind of silly redstone contraption to make an invisible input that requires a spear. I think it would fit perfectly right here. It's been a little bit, and Twitch deleted the VODs, so I don't have what's back here on camera anymore, unfortunately. So this observer is reading this observer, but this observer is reading a note block, which is powered by a that lever up there. This line can be something else entirely, though. So we are going to do some redstone, I think, today. Put that there. That just opened my door. There we go. Oh my gosh. Is the door open or closed right now? It's broken! Yay! Sure. We'll disconnect that for right now. All right, so we need a little bit of space here. And we need a block that I don't think I have my hands on yet, actually. Let me check. Um, hmm. Gotta use the long way around. Let's see. What do I have in my snow chest? Okay, I've got something. I need snow layers, armor stand, chains. Snow chains. Yes. One block of chains. What else was it? Rhinestone. I knew it was something funky. Let's see here. Do I have a spare? I do have a spare grindstone. And we need string. I've got that here in this chest. Let's see. The middle of the day. We should probably go the long way around until we know it's finished. So the way that it works is I think right here is where I need everything set up. And then the signal's going to come and turn around and go this way to here. Okay. It needs to be on both blocks. It'll be right here between these two. The snow layers, it was 2, I believe. Luckily, I'm not going to have to do the silliness that I watch Sit Back in Minecraft do. He had to use pistons to push the armor stand into place. I have a special fun mod. Turn off our gravity. This guy here. Move him up. Reinstall gravity. That's one more. Hmm. The right amount? Can't quite recall. You know what? Yeah. Hmm. That'll work. We'll get another one in a second. So we need that there. We need the chain to be right there. And the armor stand is going to slot right on there. A string. An observer to watch the string. Not quite. There we go. And we're going to send this signal to this line right here, which would be easier said than done. I don't want to accidentally set off this, which would set off the door, so I got to be careful with where the redstone ends up going. Might take it down underneath, and then bring it up there. See how that goes. Gotta do this. I gotta go get a new armor stand. Now I'm stuck. Yay! I have no idea why that placed there specifically. I guess my head was inside of the flower. Right. Let's see. New armor stand, because I blasted the other one to smithereens. Gonna need some more carpet here. A little snack time. That lunge really wiped me out. I'm gonna have to get a different spear that doesn't have lunge, because I don't like it. I also think I want to get rid of the fire aspect because of how that affected the dummy. Ooh, it's very pretty, but it's also nighttime. Take a little snoozle. Don't need to go all the way up and out. But we know it's broken. We're going to have to fix it in a second anyway. Might as well remove it. All right, so we're going to put this here. Ah, perfect. And now if I F3B, see, it's just poking above. If I take carpet, break that, get this on the side of the carpet maybe. Can I please? Whoa, that's too high. I gotta get inside again. Okay. Why? What, what is the reason that the carpet won't go? Gross. Oop. Is it... Did I put too much snow? I'm totally reaching it, so something's wrong. Um... I don't think it's... Did I bring extra? Okay, I brought extra. We're gonna break this one for right now. We'll put it back in a sec. I think it's what's preventing us from... There we go. That's okay. We're gonna use our magic ability to make them move through walls to put it back. We're also going to try and get... Yes, I would like those back. Um... Clean this out before stream. All right. I need to put it halfway. So the blue line is right there. Perfect. Push it back. Then we could take and pull it a little bit back this way. I want it slotted right in between. So that when we whack it, well, it'll die. Because I don't have... It isn't impervious to damage. I think I could make it impervious to damage by locking it, though. Let's get this guy back here, 0.45. And back into this slot here. Be up just a little. I'm gonna gravity no for a second. Pull him up. But then we're gonna turn gravity back on. There we go. Perfect. these blocks in place. Crawl our way under there. Let's get the signal down. I think if we... Right? Perfect. This way, and run the signal that way. Once again, needing to leave this place. Oop. Get that off. Obnoxious in here. Needed more redstone. I think we'll take one repeater just in case. While we're here, let's get a spear that doesn't have lunge on it. One diagonal shovel coming up. Let's put these emeralds away. That's going to give me space. Oop. Maybe better to make one that's a little less powerful, but we'll see how it goes. F3B, you can just barely see it. Let's go ahead and their spear. See? It jumps up and down. We're going to use that to power this redstone line. But that seems kind of long, so right here, I'm going to take that one repeater that I was talking about and make sure that it makes it all the way. Maybe. Yep. Now we got to get back out of here and test it. Right now it looks like it's in the open position. So I'm going to click. I think that's the right order. Not quite. And give this a little pop. Rubber raggy. It's doing something really cool. I think maybe I need to like keep cycling it until it just works. Not quite. What on earth? It's broken now. Gosh, what did I do? The other input. This is detecting that. When this goes off, that's also detecting it and sending a... Maybe that did something? Troubleshooting when something is broken is literally one of my least favorites. Well, let's go inside and go to bed. We know at the very least that my popping armor stand works. That part, no question about it. The issue is these poor blocks that have gotten out of sync. Maybe if I put them back right now, what happens? Maybe let's flip this switch. Something is happening where this piston is firing at an additional time. That one right there. Hmm. Be able to see what's happening here when that goes off. Can I quickly... Not quick enough. So when this goes off, it sends the signal down here. Doesn't get past that repeater. Okay. And then for this one, sends the signal past this bulb, lights this up, X detects that's the wrong way. We need to get the one that's in the middle here. So where does its signal come from? This bulb detected, which powers this. The same one? Are you disconnected wrong? I think maybe this guy got zero pulsed by accident. He's supposed to be right there. It did something. Take a look at the blocks. Ooh. I'm a genius. My redstone knowledge knows no bounds. My block placing knowledge could use some work. See, now to get inside. Swazza! Well, now that was disappointing. Please? Ooh, something's happening. Maybe if I punch it that way? Okay, fully open. Give me fully closed. That is not fully... I feel like I'm gambling. This feels like gambling. Something is happening. Can we do it consistently? No. What is wrong with the machine in this moment? Okay, so this guy, he's been pushed back over here. I think maybe with it in the closed state, we should put him back and then try. We're closer. Well, now how'd you fuck that up? Excuse me, I'm getting frustrated. And you know, the only thing I did, is it maybe the repeater? I doubt it, but I'm willing to give it a shot. Nope, wasn't the repeater. Alright, when I punch it and it does the little ripple, that guy is there. That observer. When I do that, the door is supposed to be open. This piston did not fire the additional time this time. I think it's supposed to be in the open state right now. Let's try putting it back like that. One of the problems with Redstone, I think, is that if you forgot how you made it, then you're kind of just boned. Because that, I don't know. Why is that still powered? Because this is supposed to be the closed state, I think. Is this piston in the wrong spot? No. This piston needs to be extended right now. Why is it not? Fires that piston. That piston's in the right spot, isn't it? That piston's been pulled back. I think that piston belongs there. Why would that sticky piston pull that? It's for the blocks, I bet. That is what the closed state is supposed to look like, or the open state. So then, I just punch this? No, you need that extra push. Okay. Oh. Ah. Why did it stop? What broke it? Piston is back where it belongs. Maybe put it in the closed state real quick and then try it. Go. Not quite. Close it. And then that piston was retracted downwards. This time, so this one I think is getting a 0-tick pulse, and it's letting go of a block when it's not supposed to be. And it's from me flipping it all the time. I think I've put an extra block in the system one too many times, and it's pushed something out of the way. Don't do redstone, kids. I think we need to remove all of these until we figure out what's going on. It seems like the top row are doing okay, but I think it's something to do with this piston. Let's see, it's supposed to be in... Seems like those guys are fine. It's just the lower part that is messed up weird. That one fires an additional time. Okay, so when that one... It's receiving an additional signal from here. This one is powering this one to go up, and then this one to go up a time. But this pushes it up. This puts in an additional signal. This is also getting a signal from that observer, though. It's receiving signals, I think. The most we've been able to do to try and get this corrected, I feel like, has been move this observer. That's moved the pistons around again. In a way that I kind of dislike. Because if that one is there, then there's a block stuck there, right? Or is this supposed to be the open state? Let's put blocks in. It closed. Something's wrong still. Let's move the blocks. It's like this side and that side are fine. This guy that's messing up. Okay, so now this guy is here. I think this is supposed to be a closed state. Come on. Okay. Where are these blocks? How frustrating. All I wanted to do was implement a new doorbell. Jeez Louise. Is this firing too early or too late? Firing too many times because of the fact that it's bobbing up and down? I think that is what's happening here. Let's see. Can I hit this guy? It's sending two signals. How can I prevent that? I lower that maybe? Come on. I think that might have done it. We'll have to do some fiddling, much like the music. Since all look like they're in the place they're supposed to be. Get these blocks in place. And I think with that one little tweak, we may have fixed it. Oh. Oh no. Let's try and... maybe with this in the wrong place again, because I was fiddling with it too much. What? I'm gonna have to break this whole thing and fix it from scratch, which is gonna be so frustrating. Signal comes this way. It's this bulb. This way. To here. Signal also that way. And this sends the signal up across the top. It sends signal. Piston. Goes into this observer. That observer points into the same place as this observer, which is this piston. Maybe this one in the wrong place? It's like, where's it getting power from? What's it doing? Put that one there and give it a try. No. That one does in fact go right there. But why? Where does it get a signal from this? No, that signal only goes into this observer, which only fires when there's a... Does it need to be there? What's right there? What's right there? Nothing. If that piston fires, it's because there should be something in its hands, but there's nothing pushing this piston up. And is that getting signal from the other side, maybe? Gravel, glowstone. Server going play. I believe that activates the sidearms. But... So the block behind that piston there, I don't think it's receiving power. I should take a nap before any mobs spawn and blow up my redstone more than I want them to. It survived a few creepers. I don't want it to have to survive another one. I think I need the hitboxes right now. Okay. So, the thought is that it goes there, potentially, in the closed state. I don't think that quite did it. Let's try filling with this guy again. Put it back in the closed state. Maybe, if we're lucky and don't get trapped inside. Where'd the other one go? Someone's missing. Perfect. Okay. This guy fired twice. I don't think it's him. That spot, but I think we're closer. If this is supposed to be the closed state, that would be there. And this would have to be here. There's not any place else for it to go. But, like, is it for sending signal somewhere? No. There's not. There's instead power going into that slot, not observers looking in. We know that that piston's firing one more time than it needs to. I wish I could be in two places at once to see what's happening with this piston. What? Again, I feel like I'm gambling. Okay, that's never bringing anything up to catch the guy in the middle. So I think that's supposed to be there, but only in the closed state. I'm gonna have to go back and watch the video for this. That's not good. Okay, that could have been way worse, I think. Please. Okay. Give me my sticky piston! Oh my gosh, the one gravel. So important. So this is getting signal from two places, which is making me think that this is signaling this one more time than it needs to, sort of implying that it's in the wrong spot. But I don't know what's pulling this one upwards to do anything other than maybe this. Where is this getting signal from? This is getting signal from this lantern, which happens when it occurs. So it happens, it's one of the first things that happens this gets fired upwards. And then this one gets fired upwards again by that signal. Which then, in turn, here for, and how does it activate? Okay. It activates from the same signal as the redstone does. So it sends an additional one, which grabs and pulls this piston towards it. There. Updating this block, powering it, giving this guy... We want the signal. Giving him a third pulse. Which would imply that this is in the wrong spot, but I'm not certain when it's in the wrong spot. Because why would it do an additional loop like that? It did the additional loop because it received extra power? Can I get it to regular style close without these two blocks in the way? Okay, so it regular style closes. This stuff is having no issue closing. It is just this middle portion here. This is not having its additional extension to grab the one in the middle, but it's still firing every time it's supposed to. Oh, this is a brain bender. See, it's not making it all the way up into the center. So I think the majority of the structure is fine. It's just whatever's powering. So that pulls a block back, but then also, is this one getting one extra signal that it needs to? You know I said I wanted a break from building, but I did not expect adding a doorbell to be this difficult. Let me go to bed early. Oh, man. What? The doorbell's the problem? Hello? Let's watch this. Okay, maybe it has to do with the way that the observer is giving or reading the signal. maybe instead of being on string, it needs to be on a pressure plate with a note block underneath it, and then the note block is read by an observer. Jeez, okay. All right. That would be this block right here. Note block. Okay. Okay, so why would you let me do it there but not there? Incredible. There we go. Okay. Don't think we'll need to do the thing with the repeater. Do I have the things to make? I do have the things to make a stone pressure plate. Perfecto. Next up, armor stand magic. We want this up. I want that at 1.45, I think. And then we're going to take it up some, and then we're going to turn gravity back on. So I think if my calculations are correct, if my calculations are stupid, what the heck? What do you mean it's the... it must be that the up and down is sending two signals. See how this is got like the redstone like glow to it? I think that's because it's powered right now. So when it comes off... Okay, so that's what the repeater was for. Maybe we can save this with a repeater. There we go. And we just delay the timer by a bit. That way the signal doesn't overlap by accident. What? It's totally powered right now because it's on top of it. All right, we're doing it from the inside. Show me. So it's fine. except the double pulse kills it. How can I turn one pulse or two pulses into one? Pulse extender? Maybe make it go... Redstone there. Here. Okay. It should have extended the pulse enough to, if properly activated. I'm so confused about why. Why is it sending two pulses from one side but not from the other? I think I remembered having a similar issue when I initially made this. Dude. Sad, but I understand why things are happening the way they're happening. Needs to be up a block. Moss. We'll put the lever back for now, because apparently it's the only thing that makes this thing work. I don't have the brain capacity to try and fix it in the future. Alright. From there... It's just straight up busted from this side now? Would it be busted from one side and not the other? I'll have to do some research into that. But my brain hurts from trying. You know, it worked perfectly before, but now it doesn't work, which sucks. Redstone. I wish I understood why. Is it like how long things are taking to get to it? Because now I think it is specifically the repeaters that are causing the issue. Yep, it's the timing. Everything works fine on on lever and only on lever. What a game. Well, at least it's fixed. If you need me for a redstone contraption, no you don't. Leave me alone. I apparently don't know how to do it. I wonder what would change the timing to make it more instant, but also not have the double hit. So I'm pretty sure it's that double hit that made it go so wonky like that. Or stuff back out. Fix everything. I just got this diamond spear for no reason. We're going with the grass. I have space for this pressure plate inside my... not. No, maybe I do. I'll just put it in there. Whatever. Uh, cobble. Snow. W. Let's see. Get rid of this extra diamond spear that I'll never use. That's not right. Goes in. Spear away. Why is my toolbox full? Oh. All of this extra nonsense I put in there to try and even do that project. Got this daisy from Dragon. He gave it to me, so I'm gonna put it somewhere. This is mostly arbitrary. But I do want the pop of blue, so we'll go with the blue right here. Potions take up more space than I'd like them to. Let's see. Mangrove roots away. Stone brick from where I was helping. Maybe we should get some more pumpkins and get some more emeralds. I know they take melons way less than they take emerald, or than they take the pumpkins. So grab some more pumpkins from back of house. Ooh. Don't fall in there often. Oh, my pumps. Here we go. Oh, it's full. Ta-da. Now I'm full. I like to imagine I'm carrying a bunch of tiny little melons. Like little gourds you get on Halloween time that you can like give to your 2-year-old to paint. Work, I think. Work, yeah. We're gonna go empty out our inventory. Of course, we're doing this to get as much glass as we possibly can from every resource that we can. Rosario. Eve, how are you? George. You also still... You also like carrots, but I'm just about out of carrots. I'll have to go downstairs for those. Sunsian. Noah. Hey, my potato guy, how are you? Come on, give me taters. Dang. Sunsian I've already spoken with. Rosario, my man. How are you? Pull up, it seems. George I've already spoken with? I've not spoken with George. How about Lori? Lorenzo, I have spoken with you. Looks like you're stuck, buddy. You guys seem to like that. Vincent, Rosario, Noah. So let's I've had an idea for emptying our inventory out, even if they're not going to play with all of the pumpkins I've brought. Ooh, Keith, you're ready. I'm expecting you to recycle your trade so quickly. Perfect. You don't trade anything, do you? You big lug. Decided that I will put all of them in one spot. Right there. For future trading, of course. many light options. Oh, nice and organized. Well, with our foray into Redstone not working out the way I hoped, feeling a little discouraged, so maybe we should go back to building. I'm having a little more success there. Let's see. Got a few ideas about what we're doing in here. I think one of the first things I want to do is try and get it separated into different rooms. But I don't want to do that with anything crazy. I think I only want to take 1/4 of this and make it a separate room. Everything else here might be like a sort of open air. And then from around, well, I'm going to do like a sort of bulbous room, I think. Sort of make a circle inside of this space. And then on top of that, I'll do some like walkways that are made of glass with pillars that support it. Maybe? Maybe I do 2 rooms like that. Maybe I just split this down the center with a bean shape. Looks like it actually comes out one more. I like it coming out that far. I do like the idea of having this sort of extra room vibe. Do there. Yeah. That way when you come in here, this goes up and like has like a curve to it on both sides. Well, actually, with it sort of curved like that, maybe we make 3 separate rooms. It still only goes up to right. The walls will go up to there, allowing for the majority of the light to still filter down. said, I think I might do some curving with it as well, so it's not actually... I want it to sort of like curve up to the spot. By giving it that sort of internal curve, I allow for the light to seep down into the center better. I actually really like that. Heard a noise in the song that I thought was an arrow. Ah, ow. Don't worry, we have tons of other blocks that we intend on using here. Let's see. It's what? 3 out, 3, 3, 1 down. Now, doing this at this angle is going to be a little weirder. Let's see. What is it getting? Everyone say hello to our special guest star, my cat. Now, I think this comes up like this. Careful not to make a mob farm. Luckily, brought just the thing. Some slimy, slimy frog lights. There. All of those will get moved around when we decide the final vibe. But for the time being, they're blocks that create light, and I can very clearly tell which ones are not supposed to be here. That block can go, and that block has to be there. From the inside of this wall, I want to close it off. I want this to be its own separate room from that back room. Same for over here. I think up here, I might even do an additional layer of glass so it's completely flat, but then it's like just the stuff in the center here. Hmm. Nighttime. Let's take a quick snoozle at the bed that's down here. That'll clear the rain up. Hopefully that helps with the bit rate. Happy Pride Month. Every time you see a rainbow, you have to say Happy Pride Month, even if it isn't Pride Month. I don't make the rules. A Santa Claus does. I think getting some quartz in here and getting some stairs to help shape some of these doorways and such will help a lot. 3 blocks. I think it'd be cool to get some extra copper in here. I might do like copper grates along the floor. Now we're in this room. I might keep this portion back here free and open to the sky so that this can be stairs upwards. Actually, I really like that idea. Let's remove some of these doorways. Feel really restricting. Gotta finish getting all of the roof stuff in. It's right here. This feels much more like progress than Redstone typically does. What do I do with this section? I think that. Looks a little silly, and that's what the glass is going to be for, is to level everything out, but also, you know, gotta get the stairs back here. I like that better than that. Get out of my way. I like that matches, but that's not necessarily what it's here for. I think right here, I want to edit this a little bit to feel a little more circular. To do that, bring it in one block. There's hmm. Let's grab. I don't have any bulbs on me. We'll use these sea lanterns for now. Gotta get up on top of there so I can put another one. Eh. Hmm. Yeah, like that. Though I think I want copper bulbs there instead of the sea lanterns. Yeah. Okay. And I continue that this way. Sort of over the stairs. completely decorative. I think the next part is that I want to put the stairs in. We'll start by using the copper stairs. See how that gets us. I think what I want to do is start up here. I believe we will need to use a stone cutter. Slabs. That's so many! Oh my goodness, that's a lot of slabs. That is fast enough. The descent isn't fast enough to make it up while walking because of the overhang. I think that was a wandering trader. We should be completely safe. I did a lot to light up the area. There's literally a spot right there. Oh my goodness. I feel so embarrassed. It's like I didn't miss any of the other areas nearby. It's just the one right next to my house. Perfect. Please, creepers, I love you. He's in here with me? No, that's my effect. That's my effect. I can't break any of the calcite. Like, that block has to stay there. If I break that block, it goes outside. Okay. We put a pillar there. It's a lot of copper. I know I'm a self-proclaimed copper lover, as I am made out of the stuff, but just think it might not be might do the dark prismarine. Hmm. Do like a strip up the center that's in the dark prismarine. I don't think we need to go crazy with it. I think that tiny little bit of visual interest will also draw your eye upwards as you walk past here. So, like, you walk in the house. This is going to be a player launcher, hopefully. Oh, yeah. Okay, yeah, that looks a lot better. Might actually continue this across here. Strip. I don't know yet. I know for sure, though, I'm going to repeat the stairs over here. This is slab. There. Yeah. One extra slab. Yeah. Bring that up to that. Not quite. No. Yeah, that little bit actually does actually had quite a bit. Yep. Okay, awesome. And then, like I said, I think right here I'm gonna do hole of some kind. Got all my copper blocks in. Actually, put this down with all of my glass blocks. Let's start putting in that glass floor I was talking about. At this level. Ooh. Glad that was spotted. Continue the blocks up one step. It's got quite a bit more. Got the 1, 2 here. It's not hanging over anything. I think those. Back here could be anything. Hooray, the sun's coming up. I did not get enough glass. Definitely gonna have to decorate like crazy in here. All right, last floor. Now that I'm up here with the glass floor, it feels wonky to walk on. Very open and flat. I think from here, I'm going to start getting a little more rustic with it. Like I said, I want poles. I think those poles are going to come up, support structures that I build out of wood that would connect those poles and then turn them into sort of an upper loft area for me to sleep in. And then this area could be Lord knows what. I hadn't realized how big this building really was. Like, look how much space there's still up that way. I'm only 2 blocks tall. Let's see. Get a decent screenshot from here. Bring our FOV to... increase it. Ooh. I want to get the up. Maybe I need to increase the field of view. My regular 82. But yeah, it feels very sort of flat. I guess it is supposed to be glass, but I don't know. Because that's what decorating's for. It doesn't seem to have as cool as an effect as I would like in this portion. Maybe it'll look cooler once there's stuff on it. This room, I think I want to fill in some of this so it's not as bumpy inside. It's still quite large. I just felt like that was a lot of extra headroom that feels really dark with that out without it filled in. Excited for the new Poplar features. They added a bunch in today's snapshot. Considering they added as much as they did as early as they did, my guess is that they still have quite a bit planned. This guy's got to go. He's useless now. You know what? I think I do want it to be the bottom block here. What I do with this copper grate. I think to get the door feeling consistent, we're going to bury one of my shulker boxes. At least from the inside, it feels more consistent this way. Honestly, but part of me just wants to fill this wall all the way in. But let's do it. Get some frog lights so we don't have to worry about stuff spawning in there. Oh yeah. Okay. It's a lot more condensed, which is actually a boon because all of these extra angles from the inside are really annoying. Next, let's get a crafting table going. Let's put our ender chest back. Don't need quite that many. We do want this many. And for these ones, we are going to de-wax them. I want those ones to be green. think maybe some more right here to sort of make this feel like a doorway. A little more. The trapdoors. That one has to stay there. Okay. Hardly so. I think under here I want to do copper bulb. And then a grate over top of it to sort of continue the motif. But all of my copper bulbs, I believe, are downstairs. Unless I put some inside my redstone box? Yeah. I probably should, just because of the fact that they're effectively a T flip-flop in a box. Maybe I should have used that instead of a... Because it has that little bit of cooldown. Maybe if I used that instead of a note block. I'll have to do some experimenting with it in maybe a testing world. Take a quick nap while we're here. Soon we'll be able to completely rearrange this office. We have some decent plans. We need copper bulbs. Bulb. We'll drop off some of this stuff. If you ever need copper, just raid a trial chamber. Don't worry about mining, just raid a trial chamber. You'll come across enough of the stuff while you're doing your regular rest of your experience as a Minecrafter. Don't worry about hunting for it. Right, now that we have our copper lanterns, or bulbs rather, lanterns are something else entirely. Come on. How do I feel about that? sort of... Okay. I think I want to get this whole wall green. Pull the floor out and turn it as well. Excuse me. White. Turn it to calcite as well. Then in the floor, might actually, just because of that. I don't want to change those because I know that they go outside. Oh, I don't know quite enough. Is copper bulb, stair, put a stair there. Ha! And if anything, that looks really cool, and I want to do more of it. Actually, it might be better to do it. I got a mod that lets me sit on anything, but that means for stairs, it's funky. It's like... I'm just in the floor suddenly. Sitting on the ground. Alright. I feel like this interior is coming a lot further than I thought it would. This looks a lot better now that there's actually stuff underneath to look at. But also, despite having a glass roof, these rooms are insulated from, being seen. So this could be like a bedroom. This could be a weird bathroom that has floor drains. Could be a kitchen. Ooh, that one has to be calcite or else. I think that's good. We did a lot of design in here. We tried to do some redstone, but it turns out I'm not quite that smart. Thanks for joining me. I hope I'll see you again next time. Happy Pride Month, and have a wonderful rest of your day.